Political parties and some civil society organizations have condemned the decision by the National Assembly on Tuesday to elect impeached Judge Hlophe of the MK party to represent the National Assembly of the on the Judicial Service Commission, which is the JSC. I'm going to read it a bit before we get into the discussion, and obviously the comment section is quite open for you to educate us. You guys know I post these things so you can educate me. I don't know much about politics. I'm just an ordinary South African that wants to know and be informed as much as possible. Open quote, it is plainly irrational in relation to the injunction by Section 165 of the Constitution, which requires that Parliament takes measures to protect the independence and dignity of the courts, close quote. Now, this quote was said by Advocacy Officer Mbegezeli Benjamin on the decision. He says it was contrary to the spirit, purport and objects of the Constitution. It is a cruel irony that aspirant judicial officers will be assessed on their ethics, integrity, and fitness for judicial office by commissioners who themselves have been found guilty of misconduct. Judges' matter reiterates our call for a written code of conduct for all commissioners with a mechanism to recall those who do not uphold the terms of the code. Close quote. Freedom Under Law Executive Director Judith February said it was a travesty that someone who was found guilty of gross of misconduct and stripped of his position as a judge was now in a position to decide on the suitability of other candidates for judicial appointment. Open quote, it seems entirely irrational. It is also deeply contradictory that the ANC, which voted for the impeachment of Judge Hlophe, has today voted in favor of his appointment to the JSE. The consequences of this for the JSC as an already hobbled institution will be significant, which is why this appointment may well be open to a legal challenge. The ANC supported the MK's nomination of Judge Hlophe on the grounds that neither the rules of the National Assembly nor the Constitution stipulate the qualifications required of an MP to sit on the JSC. The ANC Chief Whip Mdumiseni Ntuli said until the rules and Constitution were amended to clearly define the situation, the established rules and practices of Parliament that political parties could nominate their own representatives to the JSC had to be respected. Only the DA, the Freedom Front Plus, the ACDP objected to Hlophe's nomination, saying it was irrational, undesirable for an impeached judge to sit on the JSC, the role of which is to appoint judges to the judiciary. Build One SA leader Mr. Musi Maimane said that while rules are allowed for Hlophe's appointment, he could not support it. However, he did not note a formal objection. The fact that the ANC and DA took opposing positions was a sign that there was no agreement by the parties within the government of national unity on the issue. The other MPs elected to serve on the JSC are Mulapi Soviet Lekhanyane, Fasiha Hassan from the ANC, EFF leader Mr. Julius Malema, DA MP Glenis Breitenbach, and Action SA parliamentary leader Athol Trollip. DA Chief Whip George Mikalakis recognized the Parliamentary Convention allowing political parties to exercise their prerogative to make their own nominations to the JSC. There was also the argument that as long as one was fit and proper to serve as a member of the National Assembly, one was also fit and proper to represent it on other forums. But Hlophe, Judge Hlophe has said had been impeached for the gross misconduct, and it was incumbent on the National Assembly to act in a reasonable and rational manner. We are strongly on the view that it is neither reasonable nor rational to elect Dr. Hlophe as a representative of the National Assembly on the JSC, close quote. I would like to hear from you what some of your opinions are. I would also would like to learn from you. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And let's learn from it. Let's just meet in the comment section. What do you have to say?